Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 40th Annual President's Lawn Concert featuring the Warrensburg Community Band. My name is Chad Ray, your MC for the evening. Before we kick off the performance, please welcome our host and president of the University of Central Missouri, Dr. Roger Best.
Well, good evening. Welcome to the University of Central Missouri and Hendricks Hall for the President's Lawn Concert. I have to say, even though the band begged and pleaded to have this thing outside, said, no, we probably should have it inside. The ice cream might melt if we're outside. So thank you for accommodating an inside performance tonight. Thank you all for being here with us. Isn't it great to live in a community with such talented people? What's even better is living in a community where those talented people are willing to share their talents with us. So we certainly hope you enjoy this evening. Now, you just heard it's the 40th concert. We did have a little hiccup somewhere in the 20 time frame. But beyond that, we've had these concerts for a lot of years in a row. And if you do the math, we've actually gone through more presidents here at the university than we have band directors for the Warrensburg Community Band over that period of time. Now, I hope I'm not signaling anything with that. If anybody associated with our Board of Governors. But I would like to point out Dr. Russ Coleman, who is in the audience tonight. Russ, if you just wait to us. Certainly the band and tonight's performance is a direct result of his vision and his efforts. Obviously, the folks here on stage have carried that forward. But thank you, Dr. Coleman, for 40 years ago or so, forming the Warrensburg Community Band and really helping us enjoy the talents of so many here in our community. Please enjoy this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Best. He stole my line about... Anyway, continuing a long-standing tradition, we will begin by playing the Star Spangled Banner. As you are able, please rise and feel free to sing along as we present our national anthem. This year marks Warrensburg Community Band's 40th anniversary and the first year for our new conductor, Dr. Corey Seepy, who also serves as the director of bands right here at UCM. To celebrate 40 years of the Warrensburg Community Band, we're thrilled to open each show this season with a world premiere fanfare. This evening you have the unique opportunity to be in attendance for the very first performance of a new work by Matthew Manning. Matthew is a Blue Springs-based composer, music educator, and performer, and with not one but 2 degrees from UCM. He teaches middle school orchestra in the Blue Springs School District and spends much of his free time writing music and playing trombone. His piece, Reverence for Rubies, was written specifically for tonight's occasion and is a dynamic opener full of powerful themes and musical homages to Matthew's alma mater, UCM. It honors both 40 years of the Warrensburg Community Band as we celebrate our Ruby anniversary and our long-standing connection to this wonderful university. Now please welcome composer and conductor Matthew Manning to the podium and enjoy the world premiere of Reverence for Rubies. Our next piece has been a staple in band rooms around the world for over a century, and rightfully so. The first suite in E-flat by Gustav Holst is one of the oldest, greatest, and most widely performed works ever written for concert band. The first movement is subtitled Chaconne, in reference to a musical work that features variations on a short, repeated harmonic progression, or bass line. You'll hear the most famous bass line in band right away. It's presented first by the euphoniums and tuba, before being passed throughout the ensemble on a journey through a wide variety of styles and moods. 2024 marks 150 years since Holst's birth, so it seems fitting that we continue our musical celebration this evening with the most iconic band piece. Here is Chaconne from First Suite in E flat. the waltz, the march, the paso doble. These and many more are famous dances that concert bands perform regularly. But there is one unique dance style that stands proudly apart: the polka. Polkas originated in 19th century Bohemia, or present-day Czech Republic, and proceeded to become popular across the globe. There's not much out there on this specific polka, but we do know that it was composed in 1911 by virtuoso trombone player and composer Arthur Pryor as a thrilling and joy-filled showpiece. He undoubtedly premiered the work as both soloist and bandleader with his famous band that he toured with from 1903 to 1913. Luckily, we happen to have several virtuoso trombone players in our band, and tonight we'd like to feature one of those fantastic players, Dr. John Czech, or Dr. J. Swoop, as the class of 2010 likes to call him, is a music theory professor, there it is, here at the University of Central Missouri. Not only is he known for his knowledge of the French, German, and Italian augmented sixths, but also his involvement in Lerman, Schaefer, and Czech, where he plays throughout the community, and of course, his infamous Steely Dan Fridays. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Czech to perform Arthur Pryor's fantastic polka. Next up, we'll feature not one, not two, but 3 tunes by the great American composer, George Gershwin. George, who often collaborated with his brother Ira, began writing and selling songs as a teenager on New York City's famed Tin Pan Alley during World War I. Many of these songs, like Embraceable You and I Got Rhythm, would go on to become standards in a timeless collection referred to as the Great American Songbook. He is also highly regarded for orchestral classics such as Rhapsody in Blue. That's a totally different song, sorry. That's Freddie, yeah. That's his cousin. Sorry, and An American in Paris, along with the revolutionary opera Porgy and Bess. To sing our Gershwin set, we are thrilled to welcome UCM's Director of Choral Activities, Dr. Jackson Thomas, to the microphone. Hold on. A Carrollton, Missouri native, Dr. Thomas holds degrees from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln in vocal performance in German, and the University of Kansas, where he received his master's and doctorate in choral conducting. When he is not leading the choral program here, you can find him conducting KC Vitas, a professional Kansas City-based choir dedicated to new music that Dr. Thomas himself founded 10 years ago. And now, without further ado, please welcome Dr. Thomas as he sings 3 of George Gershwin's most enduring classics. They Can't Take That Away From Me, Summertime, and Swonderful.
Change my life. No, no,
We may never meet again on this bumpy road. Still I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away. They can't take that away. They can't take that away.
amorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. Oh, so wonderful. Small loves that you should care for, that you should care for, that you should care for. For 40 years, the Warrensburg Community Band has served our community through performances and by providing an opportunity for musicians to play together for the sheer joy of doing so. These wonderful people come here from all walks of life and enjoy gathering on Monday evenings throughout the summer to make music together. We are deeply grateful to the Warrensburg R6 School District and the Warrensburg High School Band Director, Sarah Ray, for hosting these rehearsals and providing equipment for all of us to use all summer long. Let's show appreciation. We'll close the first half of our program with a delightful march by British composer Philip Spark. 20 years ago, Japan's national radio station asked Spark to write theme music for its weekly radio show about band. Corey wanted me to reiterate here that all countries ought to have a weekly national radio show about band music. I would agree. As a choir director, I would agree. Anyway, the result of that commission was this lighthearted entitled march, The Bandwagon. This time we're going to take a short intermission. I think there's still ice cream. If not, parents, go grab ice cream for your kids. I'm going to get ice cream. I don't know what you get. That, of course, was the Olympic fanfare and theme by the great John Williams. I mean, you can't have the Summer Olympics going on and not play that piece, right? A fun fact about Olympic fanfare, it was written for the 1984 Games in Los Angeles. So, it too is celebrating its 40th anniversary just like the Warrensburg Community Band. You know, Corey, I wonder if we could get John Williams to commission a piece for us. Mike, no. If you'd like to donate to Warrensburg Community... We'll talk about that later, sorry. Anywho, a tribute to Artie Shaw is a medley that features the titles Dancing in the Dark, Begin the Beat, Stardust, and Frenesy. Artie Shaw was an American clarinetist and composer, and is often regarded as history's second greatest jazz clarinetist, behind the great Benny Goodman. What better way to feature one of our finest clarinetists? Dr. Jim Guy, Professor Emeritus of Clarinet at UCM, arrived in 1985, the same year Warrensburg Community Band was founded. He has enjoyed a prolific career as both a teacher and performer, and continues to perform professionally in a wide variety of ensembles, including now principal clarinet for the Lee Summit Orchestra, and most recently, the After Hours Trio. Here is Dr. Guy performing a tribute to Artie Shaw. Many of you will instantly recognize our next piece, You Raise Me Up. However, did you know that Josh Groban was not the first to perform it? I sure didn't. It was originally recorded by the Irish-Norwegian band Secret Garden in collaboration with Irish singer Brian Kennedy in 2001. Its first live performance was at composer Rolf Loveland's mother's funeral, and it was originally an instrumental work entitled Silent Story. There are several other interesting facts about this moving ballad, but I'll let you do further research, because I'm sure you'd rather hear Dr. Thomas just sing it. So let's welcome him back up to sing You Raise Me Up. Before our next tune, we'd like to take a moment to thank our 2024 sponsors. It's only through you, our audience, and our generous sponsors that we're able to present concerts such as these. A huge thank you goes out to the following: Nob Hill Barn, 1892, William Lane and Elizabeth Garcia. Marshall Municipal Band, Insight Eye Care, Matthews Crawford American Legion Post 131, Alan and Lorraine Miller, Mule Barn Brewing Company, Don and Barb Riffle, Raging Bull Steakhouse, Warrensburg Friends of Music, Don and Katie Barrett, Community National Bank and Trust, Amy and Andy Weldon, Chuck and Kathy Appleton, Russ and Alice Coleman, Dennis and Carrie Dochev, Equity Bank, John and Elizabeth Finan, Fox Heating and Cooling, LLC, Jim and Marcia Guy, Jaeger Tire, James and Marcia Joyner, Larry and Louise Kaisker, Mid-America Turf and Landscaping, LLC, Murdoch Banner Financial Group, Fred and Ann Niblock, Premier Lawn and Lighting, David and Denise Robinson, Mark and Gay Smith, State Farm Insurance, Agent Joe Good, Rosalie Welling, Western Missouri Medical Center, Larry and Sandy Bryan, Paula Elliott, James and Beth Ellswick, Finan Robinson Dental LLC, Mike and Joe Greify, Doug and Marlene Maple, Jim and Renee Staub, State Farm Insurance, Agent Lindsay Techmeyer, and Roger and Diana Waters. Let's please thank them all. If you would like to become a Warrensburg Community Band sponsor, please see Denise Robinson, and she can give you more information. Right there. Moving on. In 1882, Samuel Augustus Ward wrote some music on a ferry boat ride from Coney Island to New York City to go with the lyrics of the old hymn, O Mother Dear, Jerusalem. In 1893, Catherine Lee Bates jotted down a poem after an inspiring visit to the top of Pikes Peak, and I've seen the poem there. In 1910, Ward's melody and Bates's poem were combined to create America the Beautiful. The two never met. Please enjoy the classic setting of one of our nation's most beloved and timeless patriotic songs. It has been a long-standing tradition of the Warrensburg Community Band to end each concert with our national march, The Stars and Stripes Forever, by John Philip Sousa. But before we do that, please give one more round of applause to the following: our guest composer and conductor, Matthew Manning; trombone soloist, John Check; vocal soloist, Jackson Thomas; clarinet soloist, Jimmy Guy; and of course the entire Warrensburg Community Band. And now, without further ado, here is The Stars and Stripes Forever featuring piccolo soloist Shannon Alleman. you again so much. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's concert, and we look forward to seeing you again next summer. Special thanks to our hosts here at UCM, President Roger Best, First Lady Robin Best. If they're still here, say thank you. Right back there. Thank you so much. As well as all the amazing staff members that helped make tonight possible. On behalf of the Warrensburg Community Band and conductor Corey Seepy, I'm Chad Ray, your Master of Ceremonies, saying thank you and have a wonderful evening.